I'm a huge camper and we love spending weekends and vacation time outdoors. I'm forever trying to pare down our gear to just the essentials, so I've become a big fan of BioLite gear in the past. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and BioLite makes smart thermoelectric powered cooking and outdoor adventure gadgets. And their new Camp Stove 2 bundle here is a great way to get a useful all-in-one cooking kit for your backpack or gearbox. I had a chance to test out the BioLite Camp Stove 2 bundle, and I'm going to tell you what it can do, how well it works, and if I think it's a good bet for you. An early heads up that if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please hit that like button and give me a sub, because it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. What's in the BioLite Camp Stove 2 bundle? Let's take a look. This kit is an excellent way to get introduced to BioLite's technology since it has all the equipment necessary for grilling, cooking, and boiling water. The bundle has the BioLite Camp Stove 2, a small, packable, thermoelectric camp stove that can burn biomass, which is wood and twigs, and even charge your cell phone with its built-in battery pack. This smokeless stove is particularly excellent for car camping, van life, emergency preparedness, or backpacking. The onboard 2600 milliamp hour battery also stores energy, and that means you can charge things on demand later. Plus, you can pre-charge it at home to head out with a full battery too. The stove comes in two parts. There is the burn chamber and the power module. More on how they work in just a minute. You also get the BioLite portable grill. This included grill grate can turn your Camp Stove 2 into a wood-burning grill surface fitting up to 4 hamburger patties or about 6 hot dogs, making it great for family camping. It's made up of 4 parts. There's the base, there's a heat sink for spreading the heat evenly, the grill grate itself, and a handy plastic cover that keeps char and bits off the rest of your gear when it's packed for travel. The cover can also be used as a tray or a platter. There is also the BioLite Kettle Pot, a multi-purpose vessel that can boil water for a hot drink or cook a meal, and it's modular and can double as a carry case for the Camp Stove 2, making for a nice, slim package. You also get the USB Flex Light, which plugs into the power pack and acts as a small adjustable floodlight. This whole kit weighs just under 5 pounds, and there are also optional accessories you can get to turn things like the kettle pot, for example, into a French press coffee maker. This kit is ideal for backpackers since you can grill, boil, cook, and charge with this fully integrated kit that is supremely lightweight thanks to its aluminum construction. If you're off the grid or out in the backcountry, you can also use the Camp Stove to generate electricity to power or recharge things like flashlights, radios, and even a satellite rescue phone like the Spot X, which I've reviewed here on the channel. The Camp Stove 2 generates 3 watts of power to charge your devices using just sticks, wood scraps, or small wood pellets as fuel. If you want to get a head start on the power bank, charge up the power module prior to use using the micro USB port in the bottom. To get your stove set up, put the power module into the burn chamber and lock it into place using the extending stove legs. To get your fire going, use a small chunk of included fire starter and avoid using damp or green wood. This will cause too much smoke. And don't use charcoal or any liquid fuel, says BioLite. The power module has 3 LED indicators. On the far left is the fire indicator that shows the strength of your fire and how much heat you're producing. In the middle is the fan speed indicator to control the airflow and intensity of your flames. On the far right, the green lights show how much power is available to you. Once the fire is going, keep it going with the fan settings using low to high and more fuel. Feel free to charge your phone or headlamp with the power bank while you're cooking. Like most wood-burning fires, getting it started will take some paper, fire starter, or some care not to snuff it out by overstuffing it too quickly. I used the BioLite Camp Stove 2 bundle for several different meals. I cooked hamburgers on it, grilled some asparagus, tried searing some shrimp, and boiled water for tea and coffee. The stove does take a bit of getting used to in order to get a sustained fire that will cook over time, but since the built-in thermoelectric motor helps you, that makes it a lot easier. So how does it work? BioLite's technology captures the wasted heat from the fire through a heat probe in the power pack. Heat's then converted into usable electricity via a thermoelectric generator. This in turn powers the fan and sends that surplus electricity to a USB charging port so you can charge virtually anything. Within minutes of getting the stove going, I was able to plug my iPhone into the USB port and I had it charging immediately. I really like the fact that this stove will run off of wood, sticks, twigs, or even paper, because that means you can go and forage for fuel to recharge your gadgets and have power virtually anywhere you are. Now, once you get enough of a fire going inside the BioLite camp stove, you're going to be ready to cook, or you can use it as a source of warmth. It does kick out pretty decent heat. For basic cooking or hot drinks, you can place the kettle pot over top of the stove to boil water or cook in it. BioLite calls the lid transparent, but I couldn't see through it very well, so I used the spout to track my boiling progress. The kettle pot also has folding handles with silicone grips for protection against burns, very handy. I boiled some water in the kettle pot to see how long it would take. It took me about 12 minutes to boil 1 liter of water, and I did have to add fuel throughout the process. You could also use small pots or even cook in cans on top of this stove. Want to take your cooking a step further? Install the grill top before lighting your fire. The grill top comes apart for easy cleaning, and the heat sink layer will help to spread the heat out over the entire surface of the grill so everything cooks evenly. The grill top fits over the mouth of the stove and has 2 pop-out legs for really great stability while cooking. There is also a lid that covers the fire so you can get it hot and close it to redirect all that heat into the grill. Then you can open it up again if you need to add fuel. We cooked burgers and veggies on it, and I have to admit I wasn't sure they'd actually get cooked, but in about 15 minutes we had fully cooked, smoky, full of flavor hamburgers. The asparagus seared quickly and had a nice char too. Shrimp took only about 8 to 10 minutes to grill up perfectly. I probably wouldn't cook a fat steak on this. I think it would take far too long, but if you got a thinner piece of beef, I think it would probably be okay. I was worried the stove would be tippy or flimsy with food on it, but it's not. It's actually a very stable and hot cooking platform. Concerned your stove will maybe melt your device? I was at first, but once I tried the stove, I saw that it's well built to prevent that. The USB port is on the far side of the power pack, well away from the burn chamber. Plus, the camp stove has a dual outer skin that covers the burn cylinder and means no heat is leaching out through the sides. There's just no danger of any damage being done. Overall, this is a really great, versatile, and useful kit that is lightweight, thoughtfully designed, and extremely handy. Downsides? It does take some getting used to build your fire and maintain it, but that's pretty much like any fire you're going to have in the outdoors. The BioLite Camp Stove 2 bundle sells for about $269 Canadian, and you can get it from BioLite, Best Buy, or Amazon. If you want to read more about it, head over to techgadgetscanada.com, where I have posted a full blog, and you can ask me any questions you have about the kit or the individual devices, either there on the blog or, as always, here on the YouTube channel. I'm Erin. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next time, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also catch me at facebook.com/techgadgetscanada.